Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. This year should be a special schus for Chaim Dog Reis Shoshana and Nasia Tamar Bas Elisha Tova, and also Shalom Ben Gila. We're going to be learning Siyata Dishmaya, a little bit of a tshuva of the Shaagas Aryeh in Siman Mem Tes. Unfortunately, most people that I know don't sit and learn through tshuvas of the Shaagas Aryeh. So we'd like to redress that flaw and be zoche to learn from the great Torah of the Holy Shaagas Aryeh. Roar, roar. Schusi Yogen Aleinu. So in Siman Mem Tes he has Hegrim. Hegrim are the Ishmaelites. Hegrim and Imsam Medina Zushim and Hagam Lamalos Atzman Achrid Gimel Shana Imutur Mitzvah Yisrael Lamalos Amolo. These Ishmaelites who are in this Medina, that their custom is to circumcise themselves after 13 years, is it mutter and a mitzvah for a Jew to circumcise them or not? Is it a mitzvah? Halacha l'maisa, we have in Eretz Yisrael a lot of Arabs, and they're doing their bris milah, some of them the firmer ones at 13. A Rambam kosav v'perak yud milchus malachim mulcham osayim halacha zayin in ches hamila nitztava ba'avram v'zaro bilvad. Milah was commanded to Abraham and his seed alone. Shneimar ata v'zaracha acharecha, as it says, you and your seed after you. Yatza zara shel Yishmael, and this excludes the seed of Yishmael. Shneimar ki v'yitzchak yikari l'cha zara, because it says that Yitzchak is your seed. V'yatza Esav shara Yitzchak amal Yaakov v'yitin l'chas birkas Avram l'chol zarecha. L'chal shul v'ado zara shel Avram machzik b'daso v'darko yishara v'hena mekuyavim b'milah. And Esav is also excluded because Yitzchak said to Yaakov that he was given the bracha of Avram to him and his seed, meaning that he alone is the seed of Avram. He's holding on to his religion and to his straight path, and it is only they, the Jewish people, who are mechuyev and milah, the descendants of Jacob. Amru chachamim shebnei Keturah shem zara shel Avram shbachar Yishmael v'Yitzchak chayav memilah. These sons of Keturah, who are the seed of Abraham, that came after Yishmael, and Yitzchak are chayav and milah. Hoil v'nis arvu ayom b'nei Yishmael b'nei Keturah yischayvu akol b'milah b'shmini. But today, since the b'nei Yishmael and b'nei Keturah are mixed up, so again, b'nei Yishmael are not chayav and milah. B'nei Keturah are chayav and milah. So the Rambam says that since they got mixed in together, the b'nei Yishmael and the b'nei Keturah, those who are chayav and milah and those who are not chayav and milah, yischayvu hakol b'milah b'shmini. Everybody is going to be chayiv and milah on the 8th day, because there's safek b'nei Yishmael, safek b'nei Keturah, misafek, or mal ve'ein neheragin aleh, and they are not killed for this. If they don't do the bris milah, they are not liable to capital punishment. Ad kan midivrei harambam. So Masha Kosev Harambam, says the Shaagas Aryeh, that the Rambam writes, ve'ein neheragin aleh, that they're not killed. I don't know what the Rambam means. Is the Rambam referring to what he says at the end, that since they were mixed in together, you should circumcise them, but ein ne'aragin aleh, because you can't kill misafek? Maybe they're b'nei Yishmael. How do you kill somebody misafek? How is somebody ne'arag for not doing the bris milah when he's only safek chayiv in bris milah? So maybe the Rambam is referring to this seifa. But if we were clear that he's b'nei Keturah, he would be ne'arag, he would be chayiv misa. Or no, maybe the Rambam is going on the Reisha. The Reisha also going on the Reisha, that the Reisha says that B'nai Keturah are chayav b'milah, and the Rambam says ve'ein ne'aragin aleh, but they're not chayav misa. So clear as the Heilige Shaagas Aryeh, when the Rambam says ein ne'aragin aleh, does he mean ein ne'aragin on safek B'nai Yishmael and B'nai Keturah? But if v'adei B'nai Keturah, yes, ne'aragin aleh, or does the Rambam even mean v'adei B'nai Keturah, ein ne'aragin aleh? Continues the Shaagas Aryeh, I hold, ich halt, that the Rambam is even referring to the Reisha, that even Vadai B'nei Keturah are not chayav in milah. Why do I say that? Because they're not ne'arog, and they're chayav in milah, but they're not ne'arog. Because afterwards the Rambam writes that an akum she'asak b'torah chayav misa, an akum she'shavas afilu biyom yemos hachol, if he makes it for him like Shabbos, so he's chayav misa. The Rambam concludes there, Aval Eino Nerag. In other words, he's chayiv, but Eino Nerag b'foel he's not Nerag. He writes, V'im osak v'toro shavas o shechidish davar makin oso, he gets malchus, v'onshin oso, he gets an onesh. Umodin oso shu chayiv misal, so Aval Eino Nerag. But the Eino Nerag goes it. So it's mashma that the reason is that even though it says in the Gemara in Sanhedrin Ches Amud Beis Nun Tes Amud Aleph that Okom Sheshavas O She'asak B'Torah is Chayav Misa, the Rambam holds Eino Nerag Ela Al Sheva Mitzvahs Bilvad, that a person is only killed for the Sheva Mitzvahs, as it says in Parak Arba Misos, as Harasam Zeu Misasam. So the warning of the Sheva Mitzvahs, that in itself is Mechayiv Misa, but not on the other mitzvahs B'nei Noach. So on Shabbos there's going to be no chiyuv misa b'foal. On learning Torah, there's going to be no chiyuv misa b'foal. And certainly in mitzvahs bris milah, which is not even knowing in general, but b'nei Noach, just the Zera Avram, and even Zera Avram, it's limited to b'nei Yisrael and b'nei Keturah, but not b'nei Yishmael and b'nei Esav. So ein haragin. Ein haragin. So the Ein Haragim is going on even B'nai Keturah, even if B'nai Keturah don't do the Bris Milah, Vadai B'nai Keturah, still Ein Haragim, because what's there a Chiyuv Misa for? There is only a Chiyuv Misa for the Sheva Mitzvahs and not for anything else. Nevertheless, B'nai Yishmael are mechuyev to circumcise Misafik Bisman Hazeh, lest they are B'nai Keturah. We started off with the Shaila, should B'nai Yishmael do Bris Milah today, at the age of 13? And the answer would be, according to the Rambam, yes, B'nai Yishmael should do Bris Milah. Why? Because they're Safek B'nai Keturah. Aval das Rashi ein nirakain, but Rashi seems to hold otherwise. Rashi argues with the Rambam. Because it says in Parak Arba Mises, Sugya Nuntes Amud Aleph, any mitzvah that was said to the B'nai Noach and was repeated at Sinai, Lazev Lazenem, remember the klal, sweet friends, that any mitzvah that was told to B'nai Noach and then was repeated at Sinai, given to the Jews as a whole, was said both to the B'nai Noach and to the Jews. But if it was just said to B'nai Noach and not repeated at Sinai, then it wasn't given to B'nai Noach. But right now we're with the klal of called mitzvah shenamar levnei Noach, v'nishnes b'Sinai. If it was repeated at Sinai, then it was said to both B'nai Noach and to the Yidden. Frak the Gemara, v'harei milah, shenamar levnei Noach, v'nishnes b'Sinai. We have milah that was said to B'nai Noach and was repeated at Sinai. Ubayom hashmini imol. It says it again. So according to your klal, it should be mechayiv the B'nai Noach as well. Yet, li Yisrael memra v'lo B'nai Noach. Bris Milah was only given to the Jews. What about your klal? That's something that was said to B'nai Noach and was repeated to the Jewish people. It was said to both Yisrael and B'nai Noach. Here you see that it was said to both, and yet it was only given to the Jews and not to B'nai Noach. And for the Gemara, hahula mishrei Shabbos hu da'asi. No. That it was repeated at Sinai was not in order to give the command again. There was repeated for a specific reason. What reason? It was repeated l'mishrei Shabbos hu da'asi. In order to be matir Shabbos, in order to be matir bris milah on Shabbos, biyom, so biyom hashmini imol b'sar laso, va'afilu b'Shabbos. So you can't say it was repeated at Sinai because the repetition at Sinai was for a specific reason, not to command it again, but to be matir on Shabbos. So that's the first teretz of the Gemara. How is it that B'nai Noach aren't chayiv in milah? I was repeated at Sinai. The answer wasn't repeated at Sinai. It was only told at Sinai for a different, not for the Etzem Mitzvah, but to teach you biyom is a filu b'Shabbos. In the end, the Gemara says another teretz. Iba yisema. Let me try again. If you want, you can answer. Mila meikara le'Avram udasir le'Rachmana. Mila originally was not given to all of B'nai Noach. You assumed that Mila was said to B'nai Noach in Nishnes b'Sinai. So the first teretz was it wasn't Nishnes b'Sinai. The second teretz is that it wasn't given to B'nai Noach. Mila meikara le'Avram udasir le was given specifically to Avram. Ata is brisi tishmor, just you. Ata v'zaracha in a shacharini lo, just you and your seed, yes, but other people, no. So therefore, Mila was not given to Bnei Noach. So that's why he is no Chiv in Bnei Noach. Frak the Gemara, Ela me'ata Bnei Yishmael lechayvu. So then why are we mechayiv Bnei Yishmael? Why are we mechayiv Bnei Yishmael? If it was given to Avram and his seed, Bnei Yishmael are also Avram's seed. And for the Gemara, Ki bi Yitzchak Yikari Lecha Zara, that Yitzchak is going to be called your seed. What does that mean? That means Yitzchak and not Yishmael. So Bnei Yishmael are not called the seed of Avram. So therefore they're not Chayiv and Mila. It says, Zarachain, yes, you're Zera. Yitzchak is called your Zera. Frak the Gemara, Bnei Esav l'Chayiv. Bnei Esav come via Yitzchak. Yitzchak is his seed. So why aren't Bnei Esav Chayiv in Bris Mila? Be Yitzchak v'lo kol Yitzchak. In Yitzchak, but not all of Yitzchak. Only part of Yitzchak is going to be Chayiv. What part of Yitzchak is going to be Chayiv? The Yitzchak, the non-Esav Yitzchak, the Yaakov of Yitzchak, but not the Esav of Yitzchak. So now we excluded both Bnei Yishmael and Bnei Esav. Only Avram, through Yitzchak, through Yaakov, only they're going to be Chayiv and Mila. Because it was given to Avram in his seed and then repeated at Sinai again for Bnei Yisrael. But originally it wasn't said to Bnei Noach to start with. It was only said to Bnei Avraham, and then we excluded Yishmael and Esav. Frak the Gemara Matzke for Lazar Elameyato Bnei Keturah lo l'chayvu. Wait a second. We're saying only Ki bi Yitzchak Yikari l'chazara. Only Bnei Yitzchak. Only Yitzchak is called your Zera, and that excludes Ishmael. So it should also exclude the sons of Avram that came from Keturah, the Bnei Keturah, lo l'chayvu. They shouldn't be chayiv. Ha'amar Rabbi Yossi bar ben Yisayim bar Yossi bar Chanina as Brisi Hafer the Rabbos Bnei Keturah. So Gemara asks, how can you be mechayiv Bnei Keturah? The answer of the Gemara is because we have a special ribui, we have a Chiddush Gazah, it's Brisi Hefar. You revoked my bris, and that comes to include Bnei Keturah. Now, who are these Bnei Keturah? Rashi says the Bnei Keturah are those 6 children who were born to Avram. So the Gemara is asking, why were they Chayiv and Mila? Why were they Chayiv and Mila? They're not Zera Avram, only Yitzchak is Zera Avram. And the answer is that we have a special ribui in the pasuk for Bnei Keturah. But Rashi says that the Bnei Keturah are referring only to those 6, but not their seed. Only those 6, Rashi says. But not their seed. So what we have then in front of us is a machlokes between the Rambam and Rashi. That the Rambam holds that the chiyuv of Bnei Keturah goes on all of the seed down the generations on Bnei Keturah. Rashi holds that Bnei Keturah are only those 6 children of Avram, but not any further. That's already a chiddush that we have a machlokas rishonim here. Which of the Bnei Keturah are chayiv and bris milah? Only those 6, Rashi, or all the generations, Rambam? Now the Shaagas Aryeh says, "V'kosheli al das Rambam, the mechayiv l'chol zera Bnei Keturah b'milah." Now I have a kasha on the opinion of the Rambam, who is mechayiv all of the seed of the children of Keturah in bris milah. Shema mina. So this teaches us the mefarish hadaparich Bnei Keturah lo l'chayvu. When the Gemara says, the Gemara asks that Bnei Keturah shouldn't be chayiv in milah, who's it referring to according to the Rambam? Azaram hu deparich. It's referring to the seed of Bnei Keturah. V'chi mishani l'rabos Bnei Keturah. And when the Gemara answers, this includes the seed of Bnei Keturah, we have a ribui of Esbresi Hefar, that includes the seed of Bnei Keturah, that includes Bnei Keturah. So according to the Rambam, that includes B'nai Keturah. Which B'nai Keturah? The seed of B'nai Keturah. Right? The Rambam, the whole give and take, is referring also to the B'nai Keturah L'Doros Olam. All the B'nai, not only those 6, all of them, even the Doros. But then we have a problem. Because when it says Maskefla, I read Rabbi Lazar, Rabbi Shaya. When it's Rabbi Shaya, it says Elamayata b'nei Keturah. Lo l'chayvu. So when he says in the Gemara that b'nei Keturah, he asks that if you hold that it's only Yitzchak and his seed are chayv in bris milah, but not anybody else. So that's only Yitzchak, and that excludes b'nei Keturah. So when the Gemara asks, so according to this, b'nei Keturah shouldn't be chayav. So it's mashma that this is just going on the Iba Yisema. What was the Iba Yisema of the Gemara? What was the second teretz of the Gemara? Because in the Mahalach of the Gemara, it says that, first it says, the Iba Yisema, Mila me kar la'avram udukam asir le'rachmana. Mila was only given to Avram. And it wasn't given to B'nai Noach in general. And that it says, and it was given only to Avram. And then it says, what then B'nai Ishmael should be chayiv? No, only Yitzchak is his zera. So in that Iba Yisema, after that Iba Yisema, we have the Maskefla of Rabbi Shaya. He says, then why are B'nai Keturah chayiv in Mila? Me'ata B'nai Keturah lo l'chayivu. So according to this, let the B'nai Keturah not be chayiv. So the Gemara's teretz is Mila Meikar was only given to Avram, and that's Memayit B'nai Yishmael, and it's Memayit Esav, Yitzchak Yikar l'chazara. However, it seems that it is not a kasha on the first teretz. What was the first teretz? The first teretz was that it was not repeated at Sinai. Right? We said that when it was given over at Sinai, what does it mean it was given over at Sinai? That it was given over just not for the commandment itself, but rather for the specific limud of bris milah, even done on Shabbos, b'yom afilu b'Shabbos. That was the first teretz. V'hainu lishna de'ela me'ata denakat. And that's why Reb Oshaya says a lashon of ela me'ata b'nei keturah lo l'chayvu. Ela me'ata. Now, according to what you're saying, according to this second teretz, b'nei keturah shouldn't be chayav. That's only in the lishna basra. That's only according to the Iba Yisema. Just like we said, ela me'ata b'nei Yishmael l'chayvu. Right? What was the teretz was is that it's only given to Zera Avram. So the Gemara says, it was given to Zera Avram, then it should also have been given to Yishmael. So that's the Elamayat about Yishmael, and we have the same Elamayat about B'nai Keturah. So Elamayat, according to this teretz that we're holding now in the Gemara, it was only given to Avram through Yitzchak, and nobody else, then B'nai Keturah should not be chayav. But according to the opinion of the Rambam, this also could be a kasha on the first teretz. Because it says in the Gemara, Kol mitzvah shenamar l'bnei Noach v'nishnas b'Sinai, l'zeh v'l'zeh nemra. Any mitzvah which was said to B'nai Noach and was repeated at Sinai was given to both, but l'bnei Noach v'lo nishnas b'Sinai, l'Yisrael nemra v'lo l'bnei Noach. If it was given to B'nai Noach and it wasn't repeated at Sinai, it was only said to the Jews, and it wasn't given over to B'nai Noach. And the Gemara asks on that from Mila. The Gemara says, if this is true, look at Mila. Mila was Namra to B'nai Noach, and it was nishnes. It was repeated at Sinai. Yom Hashmini Yom Basar Lasso, and it wasn't given to Bnei Noach, right? That was the Gemara's teretz. That despite the fact that it was said to Bnei Noach and repeated at Sinai, still Bnei Noach don't have it. So what about your rule that if it was said to Bnei Noach and given at Sinai, it was also given to Bnei Noach? Mila was said to Bnei Noach and given again at Sinai. And against your rule, it wasn't given over to Bnei Noach. According to your rule, it should have been given to Bnei Noach. And what's the Gemara's teretz? The Gemara's teretz is that you made a mistake. Is that it wasn't given at Sinai as a general command, as you understood, but rather, L'mishrei Shabbos who does. It was only given to be Matir Shabbos. And therefore it's Namra, it was originally said to Bnei Noach. V'lo nishnes, and it wasn't repeated. Uli Yisrael Amar, it was given only to the Jews and not to Bnei Noach, because it wasn't repeated at Sinai. Sinai was given for a specific reason, but it wasn't a general repetition of the mitzvah. So the Gemara should have asked, Ela me'ata b'nei ketura lo lechayvu hoel v'lo nishnes. So b'nei ketura shouldn't be chayiv since it wasn't repeated. Just like we asked according to the Rambam and the Lishna Basra and the Iba Yisema was that it was only given to Avram, Yitzchak, and their seed. So then why are b'nei ketura chayiv? It could have also been asked on the Lishna Kama. What was the Lishna Kama, the first teretz? According to the first teretz, it was only said to Bnei Noach, and it was not repeated at Sinai. And it's something only said to Bnei Noach and not repeated at Sinai. It wasn't repeated at Sinai because it was only given for a specific reason, but not for the general commandment. So that was not given over to anybody but Yisrael. So according to that, Bnei Keturah shouldn't be chayav. So why are Bnei Keturah chayav? So the Rambam, just like we asked on the Lishna Basra, Ela b'ne'ata b'nei Keturah lo l'chayvu, we could have also asked that on the Lishna Kama. And that's all according to Shittas HaRambam. But according to Rashi, it's very good. With that it says, Namra v'lo nishnes, Li Yisrael Namar, v'lo livnei Noach. That is only Misinai ve'elach. Which means that according to Rashi, this is very, very important. According to Rashi, something that was said to Bnei Noach and wasn't repeated at Sinai was said only to the Jews and not to Bnei Noach is talking about something that was said to Bnei Noach and they kept it until Sinai, at Sinai haya noheg, and the Sinai ve'elach was given over only to the Jews. And that's what Rashi writes, Mufurish, in Dibur HaMaschil, Lezev Lezen Emra. That when the Gemara says that something that was given to Bnei Noach and was not repeated at Sinai, it was given only to the Jews, that was something that was given to Bnei Noach. They kept it until Sinai. And then at Sinai, it was not repeated, so it wasn't given over to the Bnei Noach. It was given over only to the Jews. But this is something that they kept until Sinai. And according to this, the Fishitas Rashi, at Sinai, until Sinai, mitzvahs Mila was noeg b'chol zera Avram. According to the Lishna Kama, according to the first teretz, that we said that it wasn't Nishnes b'Sinai, but it was said to Bnei Avram, it was given to Avram, and it was noeg b'chol zara. Bris Mila, according to the first teretz of the Gemara, was noeg b'chol zara at Sinai. And then it wasn't repeated because we only have the miyut of Bnei Yishmael and Bnei Keturah. We only have the miyut of Bnei Yishmael and Bnei Esav afterwards in the second teretz, in the Iba Yisema, in the Lishna Basra. But in the Lishna Kama, we have no miyut of Bnei Yishmael and Bnei Esav. So that means that it was noheg with Bnei Yishmael and Bnei Esav until it was noheg until Har Sinai. And then after Har Sinai, it was given to Bnei Yishmael and Bnei Esav also until Har Sinai. And then after Har Sinai, it was only given to the Jewish people. So therefore, we can ask a kasha. What was the Gemara's kasha according to Rashi? The Gemara's kasha was that Elameata b'nei keturah lo l'chayvu, according to the second teretz of the Gemara, b'nei keturah, meaning according to Rashi, the 6 children of keturah shouldn't have been chayiv in bris milah. Why should they not have been chayiv in bris milah? Because they don't come from Yitzchak. It's only Avram through Yitzchak, through Yaakov. And they shouldn't be chayiv in milah. That was the Gemara's question, according to the Lishna Basra, according to Rashi. But according to the Lishna Kama, would that be a kasha? Because according to the Lishna Kama, what sort of question is that? According to the Lishna Kama, as Shaagas writes, Hilkach lechel mifrach lahai shinuya osan shisha lo l'chayvu. We cannot ask, according to the first teretz, that those 6 should not have been chayiv. The 6 b'nei keturah should not have been chayiv. The hashda, now, bizaram hayanohe mitzvahs milah at Sinai hein atzman lo kol shekain. That if, according to the first teretz, Rabbi said, according to the first teretz, it was given to Avram and all of his seed, and that includes Bnei Yishmael, and that includes Bnei Esav, and that also includes Bnei Keturah. It was given to all of his seed. So if, according to the first teretz, it was given to all of his seed, including Bnei Keturah, so what's the Gemara's kasha? How can you ask the Bnei Keturah themselves, those 6 children, should not have done bris milah? Of course those 6 children should have done bris milah. Their seed is doing bris milah until Har Sinai. So certainly they should be doing bris milah. It was given to all of Avram's seed. It's only kasha according to the second teretz. According to the second teretz, we say that it's only Zera, Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov that are chayiv in bris milah. Ve'ata is brisi tishmor. Ki bi Yitzchak ikari l'chazara. It's only through Yitzchak that you're doing bris milah, not anybody else. So if that's the case, B'nei Keturah, that Rashi explains beautifully. B'nei Keturah, those 6 B'nei Keturah, why are they getting bris milah? It was only given according to the latter teretz. It was only given to Avram through his seed. According to the first teretz of the Gemara, who was bris milah given to? It was given to all of Avram's seed, not through Yitzchak and Yaakov. So who would that include? That would include even the B'nei Keturah. So the Gemara asks, according to that teretz, why are B'nei Keturah not? Why should B'nei Keturah be chayiv in milah? Why should those 6 kids be chayiv in milah? That's the second teretz. But according to the first teretz, not a kasha. Why should B'nei Keturah be chayiv in milah? Even Zera B'nei Keturah is chayiv in milah. Everybody is chayiv in milah until Har Sinai. According to Rashi, B'nei Yishmael and B'nei Esav until Har Sinai are chayiv in bris milah. So certainly Keturah also. Why should they be any different? And if until Har Sinai they're chayiv in milah, certainly the B'nei Keturah themselves should be chayiv in milah. So according to the Rashi and the Lishna Kama, it's not shver to say that B'nei Keturah would be chayiv, and it's not a kasha that Elameata B'nei Keturah should not be chayiv in milah. Avada B'nei Keturah should be chayiv in milah according to the first teretz. It's only according to the second teretz. Why should B'nei Keturah be chayiv in milah? It's only going through Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. So why should B'nei Keturah be chayiv in milah? So that's all L'shitas Rashi. However, L'shitas HaRambam, the Rambam doesn't hold this, that everybody was keeping it until Har Sinai. The Rambam learns Sugi as follows. that it says, like we explained before. We're just repeating it now to make it clear. Contrast Rashi and the Rambam. The Gemara says, Kol mitzvah shenamar lebnei Noach v'nishnis b'Sinai, lazevel lazanem. Any mitzvah that was said and repeated at Sinai, said to Bnei Noach at Sinai, was said to both. If it was said to Bnei Noach and it wasn't repeated at Sinai, then it was only said to the Jews and it wasn't said to Bnei Noach. Ask the Gemara about Milah. Milah was said and repeated, and it wasn't given to Bnei Noach. And the Gemara says, no, it wasn't repeated at Sinai. It wasn't repeated at Sinai. It was only given to Bnei Noach. It was only given to Avram. So it was Namra, it was said to Bnei Noach, and it wasn't Nishnes. It wasn't repeated. Therefore, it was given to Yisrael, and it wasn't given to Bnei Noach at Sinai. So the Gemara should have asked, Elamayata B'nei Keturah lo lechayvu. Since it wasn't Nishnes, since it wasn't repeated, why should the B'nei Keturah, according to the Rambam, who's the B'nei Keturah? All the seed of Keturah, through all the Doros, why should they be chayiv? Why should B'nei Keturah, the Dorei Doros, be chayiv in Bris Milah if it wasn't Nishnes? Anything not Nishnes was said to B'nei Israel and not everybody else. So why L'Doros Olam are B'nei Keturah yes chayiv? That's all according to the way the Rambam learned the Lishna Kama. But according to the way Rashi learned the Lishna Kama, it's not a question, Ela me'ata b'nei Keturah lo l'chayvu. Because Rashi holds that we're not referring to the Doros Olam. Rashi holds that the B'nei Keturah that are chayv in Bris Milah are just Avram's 6 children. And according to the first teretz of the Gemara, we understand very well why the 6 children of Avram are chayv in Milah. Because B'nai Yishmael are chayiv in Milah, B'nai Esav are chayiv in Milah, and the B'nai Keturah are going to be chayiv in Milah until Har Sinai. So certainly the 6 children of Avram, the 6 B'nai Keturah, are going to be chayiv in Milah. So what do you mean, Ela me'ata B'nai Keturah lo l'chayvu? That's not a kasha according to Rashi. According to the Rambam, that they're chayiv for the generations. So the Gemara's kasha is also on the Lishna Kama. Because Lishna Kama says that it wasn't Nishnes at Har Sinai. So if it wasn't Nishnes at Har Sinai, so we ask the Rambam, why in the Lishna Kama doesn't it say, Ela me'ata b'nei Keturah lo l'chayvu? It wasn't Nishnes at Sinai. So what are B'nei Keturah doing with Bris Milah? What shaychus do they have to Bris Milah in the Lishna Kama? Very good kasha. But according to Rashi, it's not a problem according to the Lishna Kama that B'nei Keturah shouldn't be chayiv in Milah. Because we understand very well that they are chayiv in Milah. When are they chayiv in Milah? Only the 6 children of Avram. The Gemara's kasha of Ela me'ata B'nei Keturah lo l'chayvu, we're talking about the 6 children. In the Lishna Basa, when the Gemara asks, Ela me'ata B'nei Keturah lo l'chayvu, it's talking about the 6 children of Avram. Because the Gemara says, if it was only given to Yitzchak and Yitzchak through Yaakov, why are the 6 children of Avram chayiv in Milah? And the Gemara answered what the Gemara answered. But according to Rashi, in the Lishna Kama, it isn't shver that the B'nei Keturah shouldn't be chayiv in, that the 6 children of Avram should not be chayiv in Milah, because they should be chayiv in Milah, and they are chayiv in Milah like the B'nai Yishmael and the B'nai Esav. So the Shaagas Aryeh drops a bomb on the Shitas HaRambam. The Shitas HaRambam, that B'nai Yishmael, that B'nai Keturah are chayiv for all the generations in Bris Milah. Why doesn't the Gemara also ask in the Lishna Kama? And the Gemara says in the Lishna Kama that it was not repeated at Sinai, that when the Gemara answers in the Lishna Kama that it was not repeated at Sinai, and therefore you can't call it something that was given to Bnei Noach and repeated at Sinai, Because, according to the Lishna Kama, it wasn't repeated at Sinai. Why wasn't it repeated at Sinai according to Lishna Kama? Because it's Biyom. What does Biyom come to do? Biyom is only the Rabbos Shabbos. So it wasn't repeated at Sinai. For the sake of Bris Milah, it was repeated for the sake of a side din. But not for Bris Milah, not for the general halacha of having to do a bris. So according to that first teretz, the way the Rambam understands it, the Gemara should have said, so then why are Bnei Keturah chayiv in Milah? It wasn't repeated at Sinai. But again, according to Rashi, very good. Because when the Gemara asks about Bnei Keturah, we're only referring to the 6 children of Avram. And the 6 children of Avram in the Lishna Kama are chayiv in Bris Milah. Because until Sinai, everybody was chayiv. Bnei Ishmael and Bnei Esav, they were chayiv. According to Rashi, it's only talking about the 6 children. We understand why they're chayiv. But according to the Rambam, that Bnei Keturah refers to all the generations. So in the Lishna Kama, we should have said, it wasn't repeated at Sinai. So why are Bnei Keturah chayiv? The Gemara only asked on the Lishna Basra. The Lishna Basra says that it was only given to Avram through Yitzchak and Yaakov. So the Gemara says, so what are Bnei Keturah doing here? Which according to Rashi means just the 6 children of Avram. According to Ram means all the generations. It's a very good kasha in Lishna Basra. But in the Lishna Kama, the Rambam, we could have also asked, what L'Doros Olam are Bnei Keturah being chayiv in Milah for? It wasn't repeated at Sinai. Biyom is just for Shabbos, but Bris Milah in general wasn't repeated for the sake of Bris Milah at Sinai. So Mar should have asked, Elamayata Bnei Keturah. Why are Bnei Keturah chayiv? It wasn't repeated. Good kasha. Again, according to Rashi, it's not a kasha because even the until Har Sinai, it was given to everybody. And so to ask why Avram Avinu, according to Rashi, the kasha, so why did Avram Avinu do circumcision on his 6 children? Of course, he did circumcision on his 6 children. Bnei Yishmael in the teretz in the Lishna Kama, Bnei Ishmael and Bnei Esav, and also Bnei Keturah, all chayiv until Har Sinai. Ma'asheila. So according to Rashi, it's not a kasha in Lishna Kama. Very good. So we had a kasha in the Rambam, and Baruch Hashem, the Shaagas answers it. But 37 minutes of analysis, I think, is tefasta, merubah lo tefasta. Those who want to look in the tshuva can look in the tshuva for the teretz. And maybe we'll have another shir to explain it, the siyata d'shmaya. Hashem should give us the koach and the moach and the simchas chaim. And there's a lot more to say in this Rambam. Believe me, sweet friends, this Rambam is ma'im she'en lam sof. So we should be zochah to be mamik in the Rambam. Lilmod u'lalami lishma v'las l'kaim is called the Beis Salma to Rasa v'yahava. Amen v'amen. Shalom, shalom, sweetest simlas, beloved friends.